10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Liftoff.
Liftoff.
The vehicle has cleared the pad, safing launch pad.
Stage 1 propulsion nominal.
And that's liftoff. Our 39th Electron launch vehicle is in the sky for this mission and progressing well on its way to sun-synchronous orbit.
The first major milestone in flight is max Q, or maximum aerodynamic pressure. Just ahead of 1 minute 20 seconds, Electron will push through the highest amount of aerodynamic stress it experiences.
Approaching max Q. Cleared max Q.
And with word from Mission Control, we can confirm that Electron has successfully passed through max Q and is continuing on its southeastern trajectory off the coast of New Zealand. The first stage's Rutherford engines are firing nominally as we come up to the next series of events in the vehicle's launch profile, starting with main engine cutoff, or MECO.
Electron will go through a clean separation of the first and second stages before the single Rutherford engine on the second stage fires up and takes the vehicle's satellites the rest of the way into orbit. We should see those actions on screen and hear the call-outs from Mission Control operators shortly.
Operation then marks the first step in today's recovery mission as well, as that first stage reaches apogee before making its journey back down to Earth.
"15 seconds to staging.
Entered burnout detect mode.
MECO confirmed.
Stage separation successful.
Guidance nominal. Altitude is 77 kilometers. Speed of 2,082 meters per second.
Stage 2 ignition confirmed.
And there we go. We have confirmed a successful transition from the first to second stages of Electron's flight, with MECO, stage separation and second stage engine start all nominal. You can now see the orange glow of the space-optimised Rutherford engine as it carries on into space. The payload fairing, the protective shell at the top of Electron, protects the satellites, but since we've cleared the lower atmosphere, they don't need this protection anymore. Let's keep an eye out for when the payload fairing, and there it goes, to get rid of all that dead weight, and we've seen it just fall away.
We've got some time before the next milestone, so let's take a look at the booster returning to Earth on the left of your screen. Everything's looking good there. A couple of minutes ago, the engines shut down on that first stage, and after the booster reached apogee, the reaction control system kicked in to reorient itself to place it on an ideal angle of attack for re-entry.
During re-entry, Electron will reach around 8 times the speed of sound on its descent, and the air around Electron will heat up to 2,400 degrees Celsius, generating an extremely hot plasma that creates a red-orange glow around the business end of the stage.
That stage 1 booster is doing well on its way back to Earth, and stage 2 is making light work of its journey to orbit. You can see on the graphs there, stage 1 looks like just reached apogee and is starting its descent back to Earth, and stage 2 is well on its way. Electron's second stage moving at a speed of 11,000 kilometres an hour and just passing through 192 kilometres in altitude.
Guidance is nominal, 200 seconds remaining.
Back to the primary mission here, we're coming up to a milestone you'll see used only on Electron, the swap out of our batteries that our second stage Rutherford engine draws its energy from to run its electric pumps. The vehicle has run through the set of batteries we used for stage 2 ignition, so now we need to swap over to a fresh set to keep things going. We call this move the battery hot swap. We should hear that call come from Mission Control shortly, but keep an eye on your screen too, as you might just catch a glimpse of them falling away.
Hot swap successful.
And there goes the call for a successful battery hot swap. Listening out now for confirmation of the deployment of the drogue chute on stage 1.
Confirmed.
That'll bring the initial velocity of the booster down to about a third, from around Mach 1.4 to just Mach 0.5.
AFTS is safed.
Recovery vessel confirms drogue.
And we're just confirming that we have just heard from Mission Control over the nets that we have had a nominal drogue chute deploy. This will demonstrate a significant reduction in velocity for our first stage ahead of the deployment of our much larger main parachute, which will take Electron to a soft splashdown in the Pacific Ocean, where our recovery vessel is awaiting to scoop it out of the water and begin that desalting process.
Stage 2 propulsion holding nominal.
Guidance is in terminal, 20 seconds remaining.
Stage 1 main chute deployed. And confirmed on video.
And that's confirmation from the team in Mission Control. The stage 1 main chute has deployed and the booster is on about a 7-minute journey back down to the water. Meanwhile, in space, where that stage 2 is ferrying our customer spacecraft to their orbital destination, we're moving at a very brisk 28,000 kilometres an hour. And it looks like we've